Hello everyone, I'm Harbinger here, continuing with Tell Me Why. If you want to watch episode 1 or episode 2, I have links below with both commentary and non-commentary walkthroughs, and I'll have episode 3 uploaded shortly with non-commentary and commentary walkthroughs. So let's continue forward and see what Allison and Tyler have in store for us while they figure out who their father is and why they just can't order a DNA test from online.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, crafty goblins faced the truth about the darkness in the big wooden house.
It had come for the wise princess, driving her mad and causing her to attack them.
When they started asking questions about the princess in the darkness, the goblins realized that no one else in the forest wanted to know the truth.
So they dug and searched and asked hurtful questions, learning more about the wise princess than they had ever hoped to.
But the search took its toll. The darkness was proving too much for Sister Goblin, and yet Brother Goblin kept diving deeper and deeper until Sister Goblin finally said, "Enough."
And that was how the goblins found themselves separated again, hurt and confused, with so many unanswered questions and too many open wounds.
I like how this narrative points them as like some sort of savior when in reality no one wanted to open the past because it would lead to a lot more pain. But I get that they want answers, but at the same time, like, can you blame the town not wanting to open an old wound for someone that had a lot of dark secrets?
Wake up.
Oh look, it's Six from Little Nightmares. Oh no, it's just Marianne cosplaying as Six from Little Nightmares. With the yellow ring quote and everything.
You killed me.
I mean, technically it was self-defense. She still had a shotgun pointed at Tyler. And she was drunk. We found that out in the report for Betsy. So, yeah. Honestly, weapons not mix. So even though she did die from drowning, again, she had a loaded shotgun pointed at her child, and she was drunk. Pretty sure anyone would act a little, hastily to something like that. I get that she's traumatized for what she did to her mother. I mean, she was just a child. How do you deal with something like that? Especially when you find out that the reason your mother died was from drowning, not the stab wound, which means, I guess in her mind, she could have saved her, but you were still a kid. It does make what happened in the beginning of the game of how they were so resentful of Marianne a lot more sense. They tried to justify the actions through hate, and now when they're faced with the reality of the situation, they have no way of coping with it.
Beautiful gown, but a wan woman alone in a deep and ancient wood.
You killed me.
You killed me!
Okay. Also, why are the nightmares starting to happen right now instead of like her entire life? Because in episode 1 and 2, she showed no guilt for what she did, but when she realized what really happened with her mother drowning, suddenly the guilt is starting to rise up again. I don't know. It seems like they're rushing through everything. Also, why did Tyler say you killed me? Like... And demonetized him. Who built a snowman way out there? I started collecting the documents you need for your rental application, left the file for your downstairs on the kitchen counter. If you're still coming to meet Dee for lunch, you can drop off the documents and I'll make copies for you. Take it easy today, Uncle Eddie, my famous buckwheat waffles are slowly growing cold in the kitchen. Okay. Thank you, Eddie.
He's right. Time to get my shit together. I never imagined Uncle Eddie was hiding so many things from me.
What she's referring to is the fact that he hid the fact that she got into this arts program and he told her that she was rejected. Which is a bit strange because usually when you get into a prestigious program like that, they would also call you. But I guess she doesn't have a cell phone.
I could use a Michael pep talk.
But either way, yeah, that is a bit of a stingy move to do. Like, I don't want you to leave, so I'm gonna hide something that you really want.
I guess I'll have to start fresh with these in Juneau.
She's got her own bathroom? That is sick.
There's not enough concealer in the world to erase the night I had. Wish I could just book a one-way ticket to the other side of the world.
You don't want that.
How did we go from being so alike to total opposites? I gotta think about something else.
Are you serious? Like, you haven't seen each other for nearly a decade. Tyler went through a huge surgery, everything. Like, you two grew up in different areas. Of course you're gonna be different once you get together. Like, you two develop in different ways, haven't seen each other for years. That's
now
like
would be a good time to stop smoking.
That's like an
maybe
obvious
do a
answer to an
detox
obvious
at
question.
12.
I don't know. like Commander Shepard said, when people spend a lot of time separated, when they get together, they don't always agree with one another. When Legion questioned him about why one set of Geth were different from another, despite the fact that they always shared information with one another.
The days have gotten so short. Eddie looks so young here.
Who keeps photos of their childhood on their desk? Am I the only one who thinks that's weird?
I miss the slopes.
It makes sense that you would have a picture of Allison, but why yourself? Like, that's something your mom or parent would do.
I should probably eat something.
Why,
I feel so weak.
why couldn't I click on that? And if you're hoping for an explanation of behind these superpowers, they're not gonna do it. Every Donut game basically has this system, and they never explain why they exist.
I wish Eddie's mom could have taught me how to do this.
Unless they're doing some sort of like collected universe and they're gonna expose it in one final game or one big reveal.
Here's the file. Just need my ID and pay stubs. Okay.
We were family, Allison. How could you do this to me?
Fuck.
Oh, she's
I
trying
gotta
to
think
ignore
about
it.
something else. Focus. ID and pay stubs. Maybe if I make something for Dee, it'll help calm me. I should have let myself enjoy these trips more.
Michael's special creamy crab hotspot, stewed, grated onions, melted over bottle. Oh, it's just Michael's recipe. Okay.
I so don't want to go back to the station. Not after yesterday. Ah, here's my ID.
In your wallet? Oh my god. I like how she's just like, oh my god, my wallet has my ID? How unexpected. Wait, why would you take it out?
This place was never much more than a bachelor pad, huh? There was so much I planned to do. All those sacrifices I made. And how do you repay me? Lying to my face? You're not my child. My clan deserves better.
That can't be a memory.
Oh, stop it, Allison.
That has
You
to be-
have to stop torturing yourself.
That has to be her
Just
guilt eating
grab your
away.
pay stubs so you can get the hell out of
Look,
here.
Eddie has done some asshole-y things, but it's clear from the fact that he withheld that letter that he did care for Allison and wanted to keep her around. I guess he's a smothering parent, so there's no way he would have done something like that, unless I'm wrong and he is genuinely an asshole. But from episode 1 and 2, we see that he does care deeply about Allison.
Eddie loved his Mishka so much.
So it seems so out of character he would say something like that. It has to be her guilt
The
eating
world
at her.
feels so fucking small right now.
But at the same time, her
gotta
powers
find a way
never
to get out of
shown
my
that
head.
it could do something like that, like make your guilt palpable. But I guess it does? And if it does, then why hasn't it been happening this entire time? Like, why didn't it happen when she figured out how her mom died? She's clearly suffering from nightmares because of it. But now it's, I don't know, it just
haven't
seems like
had
they just
any time
shoved
to sketch
everything into
lately.
this. They just started shoving stuff into the story that they thought it was cool.
Allison, please. It's a damn shame.
Come on, Allison. Don't start. I wish I thought shooting some hoops would help me forget all this. I wonder what Michael would think about all this. I don't feel like listening to anything right now.
Why do you have a jukebox in your home?
I wish you could just change your mood as easily as a record.
Yeah, they're called medication. That's how you change your mood like a record. Just pick out a different type of medication. Or vice. Some people drink, some people eat lots of sugar. People like me play video games by escaping their reality and their poor lifestyle so they can envision themselves into a different person. You know, healthy ways.
I can't really eat anything right now.
That's what healthy human beings do. They find ways to shove those feelings deep, deep into their stomach. Like Hank
There
Hill.
isn't a tea in the world strong enough to melt away this mood I'm in.
I mean, look how great he did that to Bill, one of his closest friends. He made him shove his feelings so far deep into his body until he had a mental breakdown.
Allison.
It's nothing. This is nothing.
This is definitely something. We're having a mental breakdown. Crisis right now.
I wish Eddie's mom could have taught me how to do this. He doesn't like this kind of attention, but he really does so much for the community.
Thank you so much for bringing our children home safe last weekend. Without you, they might have gone behind the wheel, and who knows what could have happened to them or anyone else. We'll always be grateful for your wisdom. Thanks again for keeping this off the books. There are good kids who made a mistake, and Lord knows how a police record can compromise a child's future. We know they will remember your words for a long time, but please rest assured that we will. So basically, these kids were caught almost drinking and driving, and he probably stepped in. Good for him.
So many months of snow boots ahead.
See, it just doesn't make sense to that memory about him talking to Allison not being his child and ruining his life. Just doesn't
Eddie
seem
looked
like
pretty
him.
concerned when I came home last night. God, feels like my head's full of screeching monkeys right now.
Man, he keeps his place really organized.
I don't think I know any Claires in Delos Crossing, but I shouldn't be snooping in here.
Oh, he's got a secret admirer. Who writes down their number like that? You always save it onto a phone. He even folds his socks. You know you're a quality person when you fold your socks.
Haven't heard him play in a while. It just said a secret keeper in her secret keep. Maybe there's something in the Book of Goblins that'll help me figure this out.
Great. Another puzzle. I'm probably too dumb to figure it out.
Maybe there's something in the Book of Goblins that'll help me figure this out.
Could I don't know. They won't even let me look around the box or something. Whatever.
This is personal.
My dear son, I know what I'm not getting better this time, so I want to write a few things down. I'm sorry to be leaving you so soon. I had you late in my life, but I still thought there would be more time, but it makes me happy to know you will have the clan when I am gone, and you will have your auntie to look after you. You always seem to know when it is time to leave. From the time you were a year old, you knew which shoes belonged on which feet, and you used to bring me mine whenever I was ready to go somewhere. I could never figure out how you knew I was ready to leave, but there you be with my shoes every time. You never cried or made a fuss, just helped me on my way. I hope this leaving would be just and easy, and though I won't need you to fetch me my shoes, I know you'll be to help me on my way. Your strength has always been to accept what is and to do what needs to be done. Actually, that's 100% Eddie. Like what he did for Marianne. He knows that he accepted what had to be done, because in reality Marianne couldn't provide for her kids and they were at the brink of starvation. I am so proud of you for joining the police force. People are going to look at you as a leader now. I know you won't let them down. Please help the young people remember our way of life. We have thrived as a people since time before memory because of our cultural values. Don't let them lose that. Also remember how important it is to attend to everyone, not just the ones who fit in our way to lift each other up. Everyone has something to offer to the community. They may not even see it in themselves, so you gotta show them. Help them along their path. You will always be done. Remember, when you uplift others, it makes you stronger too. I don't know how to say that, Mom. Well, sounds like a really good mom.
Marianne, what's going on with you lately? If you need help...
Okay, focus. I'm still missing some things. Eddie must have been back and forth to Juneau all the time to these shows before he got stuck here taking care of me.
Wow, she makes herself seem like such a burden. That is definitely healthy.
I'm glad he never pushed me to change my last name.
Why would he do that? I don't know. I'm not a foster kid, so maybe it's something. Give this Book of
A
Goblins
secret
another
keeper
try.
in her secret keep.
I know that from my last Let's Plays, people really hate this part. Whenever you have to look through the Book of Goblins. Which I can understand why they would be so annoyed by this. So I'm not really sure, but I do remember...
Stop sulking!
I do remember there
Come
were
on,
coins.
Allison. Don't start.
Now, where were they? Oh, there they are. I'm really confused about why you need a book, the book, in order to find out that, but okay. Whatever works, right? Although, really strange. So, like I was stating about the Book of Goblins, a lot of people seem to be annoyed with it because you have to sweep through the pages in order to find the hidden clues, and for Mary Ann, it does work a little well because they kind of put in their most sensitive details hidden between those stories, because that's a way to mask your trauma. Just make a lighthearted children's story about it. But either way, yeah. Once you start reading between the lines, you
A
start to
secret
read
keeper
how
in her secret keep.
poor their life was in terms of quality and finance. So it's a piggy bank.
No way. It worked.
Okay, can we address why does he have that in his room? No? Okay, we're just gonna leave it as it is. Okay, that alien thing does look like something I would buy.
The paperwork's not down there. I almost wish the house had burned down last night. What if I just packed a bag and left? Never looked back.
That seems extreme. Gmail. Because Gmail they can't use for some reason. To whom this might concern in regard to a current rental application, I confirm Miss Allison Rowland has been employed at General Stores since 2013, still working as an accountant assistant. This position entails data entry, processing, reporting transactions, bookkeeping, preparing budgets and reports. Miss Rowland is working full-time in this role and earns yearly salary of $24,000 plus bonuses. She has no discipline record. Okay. That's actually a pretty good salary considering where she's living right
All
now.
my recent pay stubs should be in that folder in my room. I told him I wanted to stop messing with those memories, but he wouldn't listen.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other. That's what you said. But you don't mean what you say, do you? They're just words. You left me, Allison, all alone and scared.
Talk about a nightmarish ability. Can you imagine if all your guilt started to rise up in the way
hell is
of
wrong
palpable
with me?
memories? So what, do they have to remain constantly connected or they'll end up like just reliving the worst times of their lives? Or like start creating
Not
like
here.
unintentional thoughts that to rise up? It kind of reminds me of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, how she had those mental issues and they would showcase in the most horrific fashion what it's like to have these issues. So I don't know what this is supposed to say, but it does raise up a lot of red
I could
alarms.
do my laundry. Ugh. Maybe later.
Where the hell did she put her pay stubs? Hi Tyler, I know we haven't talked on the phone for a while and I think that's mostly my fault and so sorry. I've just been so wrapped up in my own problems. Sometimes I forget you aren't that far away. Senior year has been the worst ever. I dated a guy for a few months, Bobby. Hopefully you don't remember him. Only to realize he was a total jerk who didn't give a shit about me. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, and so why it took over my entire school year. I honestly feel so stupid, but I also feel stupid for feeling stupid. Anyway, I think I am trying to say my life sucks without you. I miss you. I miss your presence. I miss talking in our voice. But do you want to come over to my graduation party next Friday? Nothing amazing. We'll have a dinner with Uncle Eddie and some neighbors. Tessa might swing by. I would really love it if you were there. I really realize now I could just call and invite you. I don't know why I'm writing a letter, but maybe with all the time apart, I've forgotten how to communicate with you. I'm sorry, and I hope we can get back to where we are someday. Yada, yada, yada. Wow, that is... wow. Back to looking for these pay stubs.
Not here.
Man, everything has to be a scavenger hunt. I honestly thought that was the pay stubs.
God, where is it?
Seriously. You have an entire box for one book. Must be a pretty important book. I mean, seriously, where did she put this stuff? This is just insane. Is this it? No. Man, someone should teach Allison about digital records. Like when you deposit a check, they give you a digital record of all your pay stubs. God, where the hell did she put it?
Here they are.
That's just one paper.
Okay, I think I've got everything I need for the application. Where's that coming from? Where did I leave my phone last night?
You gotta be kidding me. So she does have a phone.
Phone's definitely not up here.
Of
Ringing
course.
got quieter.
Why would anyone bring their phone into their room? Their very expensive, hundreds of dollars cell phone.
Wait, I still need my phone.
I mean, at this point, I really thought she
Ringing
dropped it
phone
outside.
should be somewhere nearby. No, no phone here.
Man, she really is a mess.
Where's that damn phone?
You put your phone in the basement. Smart.
My dove. Only thieves and monsters hide in the dark. Fly back to the light, Allison.
What the?
I've never seen a basement before. This is all new.
No, no, no. I cannot deal with you right now. No, no phone here.
Seriously? How big of a mess do you have to be that you put your phone all the way down here? Like, you have to go out of
Not
your
here.
way to go, like, I don't want to talk to you, so I'm gonna go all the way to the basement and shove you into a random drawer. I didn't want to click on that
God,
button.
where is it?
Like, I have never done this before. I have never met a single human being who's done something like this.
No phone here.
Like, you have to go purposely to hide this thing.
What's it doing here?
You put it there. Whoever is calling you is the most patient person I've ever
Hey,
seen
Dee.
in their life.
Finally. I was starting to get worried. Why didn't you pick up?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have my phone on me.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure we were still on for lunch.
Yeah, of course. I'm getting ready right now.
That so? Because it kind of sounds like I woke you up.
That's just how I sound. But anyways, I still have a few things to do before I can leave, but I'll be there.
All right, hun. See you soon.
Get it together, Allison. Come on. Grab the file. Get dressed.
Can we explain the
Head out.
fact that you took your
Or
phone all
it'd
the
be
way
nice
to the
to make a
basement,
gift
put it
for Dee.
Underneath a book,
God,
and just left it
hands are
there?
still shaking.
Like, I've seriously never met a human
I
being
was
who's ever done
not in
something
the right
like that.
headspace to make something last night. I should try it again. I've been pretty grinchy about Christmas since I came here. Eddie tries so hard. You should have taken care of yourself first, Marianne. This is a totally different life. Eddie can't cope with getting rid of any of Carol's stuff. Tyler and I should bike around the lake when we've patched things up.
If you patch things up. Well, she's being hopeful. I wish I was that optimistic.
Morning.
Hey, Allie.
Hey. Hi, guys. What are you doing here?
Tessa and I were worried after you called in sick last night. She's busy at the cafe, but she sent over some coconut cake, since you won't be making it in for lunch.
That's nice, Tom. Thanks.
I'm gonna head on inside. Freezing my butt off out here.
That's not creepy
Okay,
at all. My
thanks.
boss and one of my
Is
employees,
Tyler not
employees
around today?
coming in and just coming to my house randomly. Actually, one of my bosses did do that to make sure I was sick, and that was incredibly creepy. Like, just came into my place, and I was just like, how did you get my address? He's like, oh, I looked through your resume, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I was like, that was really awkward. We had a fight, let's go with that.
We had a fight. I think we just needed to get out of each other's hair for a little bit.
I'm sorry to hear that. You were so happy he was coming home.
Oh, it's okay. We'll get over it.
I really hope so. So, Tessa told me a little bit about what happened at the cemetery.
Yeah, I'm sorry it got so intense. It's just, we really needed to understand why Marianne did what she did. Especially Tyler.
Oh, of course, of course. She gets that. You two didn't say anything she wasn't already thinking. She spent years blaming herself.
Well, she wasn't the only one involved. There was a lot of blame to go around.
I'm glad you're able to see that. It seems like your brother, well, he's not nearly so forgiving, is he?
He has been pretty harsh. Especially on Eddie. But we both got tired of people lying to us for our own good.
Yes, of course. Totally reasonable. Though, I am sorry you're the one taking all the repercussions. I heard about the fight with your uncle. I really hope your brother appreciates your sacrifices.
He will. I mean, he does. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty beat.
Oh, of course. I'll let you rest. Tell Michael there's no need to hurry back.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Tom.
Bye now. Take care.
I mean, Tyler has been acting like a jerk.
Sorry for abandoning you out there. Pro tip? Avoid catching a ride with Tom at all cost.
Did he talk about the new spicy chocolate bars?
Yep. And exactly what they do to his digestion.
Who talks about
What's up
spicy
with him?
chocolate bars? Who would
I'm
want
not sure I've
something
ever
that
seen him
disgusting?
so eager to help.
I think he and Tess are legitimately concerned. Plus, door-to-door is part of campaigning, right?
Yeah, I guess. Help yourself to some waffles if you want. That's Eddie's way of saying, I'm worried about you.
Oh, that's cute. But I had a ridiculously huge breakfast, so I'm good.
Well, you can wash it down with that bottle of maple syrup. Just take it down and chug it down.
I'm glad you're here, Michael. Thanks for coming.
Coffee and a friendly face is just what the doctor ordered, right?
I just feel like cuddling up in front of the TV all day. Maybe finally binge that last season of Witches of Eldom.
Then do it.
I gotta drag my lazy ass out to have lunch with Dee.
I like Michael. He's very charming and kind-hearted. He genuinely cares about people, and he goes out of his way to make sure people are happy.
I've been kind of freaking out on repeat today.
What do you mean?
It's hard to describe, but I just can't calm down.
You ever try any of that affirmation type shit? Look, when things get dark, I tell myself that whatever I'm going through will pass. That I'm a great person and my feelings are valid.
I like Michael.
This will
He
pass.
is freaking awesome.
I am a great person. My feelings are valid.
We'll work on it, but that's a good start. Allison, what's going on?
Be honest.
Tyler and I had a fight last night. I was so excited to have him back, but what if 10 years was too much and we're too different?
I don't think so. You just need to get to know each other again. Start with the small shit. Figure out what each other's favorite foods are, you know? And then build up to the big stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The last few days have been a lot. It's totally okay to be overwhelmed. You're gonna figure it all out. Families are fucked up. They're basically fuck-up factories.
You're right. I just need to relax.
He's a really good person. It would be surprising if he
So,
had skeletons in his closet.
maybe this
but
will cheer you
I
up.
don't know.
I think I found the perfect place. Check it out. It's pretty cool, right? Deposit's a bit high, but it's got 2 large bedrooms and a view of the channel.
You're really going to give up our home to live in this ugly box?
Look who's talking.
Oh God.
Allison, look at me. You okay?
I'm just... I need to... I just need to sit down.
It's okay. I got you. What's going on?
Don't tell. I'm gonna be open with him. He's always been honest.
God, everything? My anxiety's through the roof. I can't eat anything without getting sick, and I've been seeing things. Memories. Of Marianne, and me, and Tyler when we were kids, and Eddie, and... It used to just be stuff I'm pretty sure really happened, but... Now I see them everywhere. Shouting every shitty thought I've ever had about myself. I don't know how much more of it I can take.
That's intense. I'm sorry, anything like this happened to you before?
Right after Marianne died, I had a lot of panic attacks, but nothing exactly like this.
Come here, Allie. I hear you. Okay? I hear you.
You must think I'm completely nuts.
No. I think you went through some really bad shit. You never saw anyone about it, right?
Yeah, I've looked into therapists a few times, but they're all so far away and so expensive.
Well, you know what I went through in 2011. I don't know if I'd still be here if I hadn't gotten help. And you got that money coming in from the house.
For our apartment in Juneau. I don't want to bail on you.
Look, I know you hate letting people down, but you gotta put your own oxygen mask on first. I get that, and so does Tyler.
Thanks. I'll try. I really need to work on the house today, but Tyler's crashing out there. Not sure if I'm ready to face him.
If you want, I could go out there, see how he's feeling, and if he's ready to talk. What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, maybe that could work. I hope he'll talk to you, though. He's never been the best at opening up to new people. You sure?
Yeah, of course. I don't mind trying if it might patch things up between you two.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be late for my lunch with Dee. I still need to change and stuff, but I can drop you off at the store if you want.
Sure, thanks.
No, Michael, thank you for listening. I mean it.
So, what did he go through in 2011? I guess we'll never know, unless I look at modern politics and probably find out what did happen, because Don't Nod games really take a lot of references from modern American politics. They infuse them into the stories in order to try and, well, not amplify the story, but just to showcase how they really feel. Like with the whole bear hunting thing that Tyler keeps bringing up, I understand it's a shitty thing, but at the same time, it's like, how does that amplify the story? Yeah, I know that you want to be a park ranger and everything, but I don't know.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, beautiful. You okay? 'Cause, girl, you look like shit.
I haven't been sleeping well. But here I am. That's how much I love you, right?
Aw. Well, I appreciate us having a girls' lunch anyway. Just give me 5 minutes so I can finish off this paperwork.
Oh, no rush. I need to drop off some stuff with Eddie.
All right. Oh, help yourself to some cobbler. Mrs. Romero sent it over after I caught her flasher. It's in the break room. You better hurry before Greggs kills it off.
Mrs. Romero's cobbler? I'm on it.
I'll meet you in there when I'm done with this.
Gotta get some cobbler, even though we're going to lunch.
Morning.
Hola, Miss Ronan.
Ooh, these look like wild berries. Mrs. Romero must have frozen them over the summer.
Oh yes, she takes her cooking seriously. Very seriously.
I'm not gonna eat any, though.
Hey, Greggs.
Hey, Allison. What brings you here today?
Just needed to drop off some paperwork with Eddie.
Chief's busy right now, but you could leave him in his mail slot.
Doc's on strike. Let's see if there are any consequences for us going into the locker. No. I guess me just keeping it locked and actually covering my tracks helped. One of my theories about who Allison and Tyler's father is that he's one of the people responsible for the mailbox incidents.
This is not this guy's first ticket. Probably won't be his last either. I'm so sorry to keep you waiting, Allie, but I really need to finish this before I can break.
No worries.
Try not to hang out upstairs too long. Chief's orders. Sorry.
Sounds like Eddie's busy. I shouldn't bother him. I probably shouldn't eavesdrop, but no more snooping. No more snooping.
Let's just barge in.
Uncle's in there.
Oh, come on. They don't
He's
even
really
be-
letting that guy have it.
Just visiting family. My folks and younger brother live here. Maybe you know him. Works at the post office. Name's Danny.
Yeah, I do.
I should probably drop the paperwork here. Eddie's gonna be busy for a while.
You had a tag for up near Mills.
Correct.
Season's closed in most places around here. But you know,
Sure was.
so I moved this down in the truck. How did you get that in the country?
Of course I did. Unless some goddamn poacher.
Calm down, sir. I'm telling you all about it.
Okay. That seems extreme for something. Alright, mailbox. Steve is still there. Hotel. Wow, okay. Charming Lake House near Glacier.
What?
Yeah, it's a dilapidated piece of garbage. We all saw what her Marianne's house looks like.
No, sir. The bull is in your truck. It's got about in the woods where it should be.
I should grab a piece of cobbler before Greggs inhales all of it.
Oh, so he's talking to the guy.
Chief Brown. It was an honest mistake. Lapse in judgment.
For those reference, Alexander's the hunter who killed a moose outside of
I
hunter
wonder
territory.
how Uncle's feeling about me moving
And
away.
he got caught apparently, and now
We
he's trying to
haven't
weasel his
really
way out
talked
of it.
about it.
For good reason. That guy was an asshole. He just decided, yeah, I saw a bull moose and I just killed it because reasons. I need to be an American. Oversimplified,
Dessert for
but
lunch.
still.
Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
I've always had a sweet tooth. Got it from my mom. She baked darn near every day. Need to start being a little careful, though. Doctor's orders.
And the
Brenda
fact
may
you're a
be in
cop.
for it, too. God, that kid can eat. Linda's pretty concerned, but, growing boys, right? He needs the extra energy. He wants to let her in wrestling, and, whew, boy, is he working hard. Damn. Sometimes I miss being 14.
He's a cop. Should he be eating all this stuff?
You were not kidding about the cobbler. This may be her best batch ever.
Right?
Man, I would inhale that thing in a heartbeat. I love sweet stuff, but yeah, once you hit 30,
What are you having?
Trout pie and, black radish. I'm on a diet.
A cobbler diet?
Hey, shh, 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 shh. I won't tell if you won't.
trout pie. Oof, that sounds disgusting.
Hey, Greggs. Got any big vacation plans coming up?
We'll probably go up to Anchorage for Thanksgiving. Linda's sister lives up that way. But I'm also secretly planning a family trip to New York City for New Year's. Been saving for 2 years, and I got it all arranged under a fake email.
That's really cool. I'd love to go there someday.
And it's probably our last big trip before Lauren's off to college, so I wanted to make it count.
I'm sure everyone will have a great time.
New York City on New Year's, that is a terrible idea. As someone who lives in New York, I can tell you right now, it's the worst possible thing, especially if you go see the ball. Yeah, no, I did that once and never again. Saw it, I'm done.
Hey, Greggs. Huh. So, what's the criminal underbelly of Delos Crossing been up to lately?
Poachers, vandalism, a few memorable cases of public indecency. Nothing too serious. Which is fine by me. Boring is good. Not like Juneau. My daughter's always begging to move there, but that is not happening.
Why? Juneau's awesome. There's like actual things to do there.
Drugs, that's why. Property crime's double the national average. People coming in all the time from God knows where.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You sound like a man of the world, and he wants to go to New York City. It's 1,000 times worse over there. Or here.
Hey, sorry I kept you waiting.
No worries.
You'll never believe it. We caught the mailbox bandit.
Oh, they caught him?
And guess who it was?
A kid.
Let me guess. Some bored kid?
Wrong.
Really?
It's a raccoon. Delos Crossing's most wanted turned out to be some trash panda stowaway.
That just destroyed my
This
theory
is
a
how
little.
legends begin.
So that stupid woman's
Anyway,
kid
I'm
couldn't
so sorry to
identify
bail,
a
but
raccoon
I gotta run this
over
little
a
guy to
human
animal control
being.
now.
I just want to pause this here. In the last episode, one of the surgeon's kids said that she saw some sort of small human being. And he couldn't tell the difference between a human and a raccoon. I'm just going to let you guys stick with that for a second because I don't know what to say to that. I mean, yeah, raccoons and human beings look exactly the same.
Probably best I take a rain check.
Oh, it's okay. Totally, I understand. Duty calls.
Thanks.
Well, we need to try again soon. I feel so bad about missing your birthday. I thought about making you something, but I was a little strapped for time, so...
No, I get it. With your brother back, I see where your priorities are now.
What? No, it's not...
Relax, I'm just kidding. I really gotta go now.
That was like one of the most unnatural
Right,
conversations
I'll call you later.
I've seen in this entire
And try to
game.
get some sleep, all right?
See ya.
That was like equivalent to a Bethesda Skyrim puzzle conversation.
Well, there go my lunch plans.
Hey, your brother didn't tag along today?
No.
He didn't really want to show his face around here after the mess he made yesterday, huh?
Yeah, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, how he went and broke into the archive room, then pretty much assaulted your uncle? Look, we're all worried about you. This isn't the Allison we know.
The Allison you know?
Yeah, the sweet, smart girl who'd never hurt anyone on purpose. I know you two and the chief made peace, but I gotta say, it ate at him all day.
To be honest, he is right. He did commit a felony. I'm gonna go with, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to have this conversation right now. I had a rough morning.
All right, I just want you to be careful. I've been doing this for a long time, and people, they mostly don't change, even when we really want them to.
Look, I'm really tired. Can we not do this?
Allison, I like you. I really do. I've known you since you were a kid. You're honest, stable, you're not a troublemaker.
Tyler, I mean, if he goes down, don't let him take you with him, okay?
I can't do this.
Oh, you okay?
Please just let me go. I need air. I need some air.
That guy is a genius.
Ty? Are you there? Tyler? Answer me, please. Fuck. Why is he ghosting me? God. I can't breathe. Please stop. Okay. I've been here before. This will pass.
Am I supposed to be doing something?
I just need to breathe in and out. Follow the circles.
So they turned panic attacks into a mini game. I don't get why this needs to be in the game though. Like, couldn't they just make this into a scene where she calms down herself? But I don't know.
My heartbeat's slowing down. Hold on.
I also like the fact they don't put the instructions in
there,
until
Allison.
like a couple of seconds into
You're
the mini
getting
game. Also, let's talk about Eddie. What kind of dim-witted police officer doesn't see that someone is visually annoyed and you constantly start poking the issue
okay.
that's making her annoyed?
I'm okay.
Like,
What's happening?
Are you okay? Yes.
Are you fibbing?
I'm scared. I don't know what these people are gonna be like. Or when I'm gonna see you again.
We can still undo it. We can tell them what really happened.
No way. It's done. That's it. You're gonna be there to talk on the voice if I need you, right?
Of course. It'll almost be like we're still together.
It's time to get going now. Come on.
Wait, Chief. Just a sec. Hey, kids. I went back to the house and got a few things for you. I know how much he's meant to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, kids, this is just goodbye till next time, okay?
man, he really loved the kids.
Allison? What are you doing out here? It's freezing.
I just needed some air.
What happened? What's wrong, little moose?
I think I had a panic attack.
It's gonna be okay. Let's get you inside and warmed up. Then we can talk about what happened.
Also, fire Eddie.
I'm sorry. This morning has just been so... God, I'm embarrassed.
Don't be. You haven't had an attack in a while. What's going on?
I've just been so wrong. About everything.
Did Tyler say something to make you feel that way?
No. It wasn't him. It was me. I failed him. Over and over.
From here, it looks like you've been busting your ass to help him.
You don't understand.
Allie, you've got so much weight on your shoulders. With Tyler coming back, and your big move, you know, maybe it's time to ease off some of this other stuff that's clearly stressing you out.
If you mean Marianne, I can't. I owe it to Tyler to see it through.
Do you? I don't know why you've always blamed yourself for that. It wasn't your fault.
That's not true.
That's not true, Uncle. I was there.
You were 11 years old. There was nothing you could do. You can't go on letting it haunt your every waking moment.
Do we tell the truth? I want to tell the truth.
Look, you're not your mother, okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, something happened to her. Something bad. I don't know what it was, but it never left her. You can't make that same mistake. You gotta tell those ghosts to move on.
Yep. Let's create genre.
Uncle. It was me. I was the one who had the scissors.
What? What are you saying?
She was threatening Tyler. So I stabbed her. I killed her. I killed my mother.
But Tyler confessed. He went to Fireweed.
We lied. We lied to everyone.
No. How? How could you let him take the blame?
It was a mistake. I know. But we were in shock. Tyler wanted to take the blame. And I let him. But we should have told the truth.
Must have really hurt. Keeping that inside all these years.
I pretty much just bottled it up. And now it's all I can think about. Everywhere I look, she's there. I can't take it anymore.
It's not easy to admit something like that. It takes a lot of courage, Allison. I should have seen it. I'm so sorry. None of this was fair to you two.
Thank you, Uncle.
How are you feeling now? Any better?
Relieved, actually. And really tired. I was remembering something earlier. I don't know if it even really happened. The day Tyler left for Fireweed, did Sam come by with some of our stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He did.
I'm gonna go with, how close was he to Marianne?
How close were he and Marianne?
I don't know exactly. But he cared about her a lot. Her death really shook him up.
He was over at our house a lot. Fixing things, chasing off animals. I know you didn't turn up anything about who our biological father was. But did you ever think it might have been Sam?
Ooh. Well, your mom and him were close, so that's a possibility, but I never found any proof, no.
I should go talk to him.
Are you sure that's a good idea? You need to get some rest.
I have to do this. And not just for Tyler. For me, too.
I mean, you can't
I love you,
subject
Uncle.
him to a DNA
Thank you for
test,
everything.
but
I'll call you later.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll see if those visions will stop now. Those guilty visions. So are we playing as Tyler now?
Okay. You can do this. Tyler? Are you there? Okay. Guess we're still doing that. Good. He's here.
Trying to find out. I mean, I doubt he's the father. Like we saw in the Goblin's book that the bear, which is him, they just didn't have feelings for one another. He wanted it, but she didn't. Is that the boat?
All right. Let's do this.
No, that wasn't the boat used by the guy.
Family's family. Get it. Fucking. Oh, Allie, Hello.
Hi, Sam. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
My cousin Billy bought an old motorboat, but that fool drowned the engine taking her out. Yeah, I told him I'd fix it. Can't put any of the chain or the valve covers back on. So, did you need something?
I was hoping to. I actually wanted to check out your boat, is all.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's the yellow raincoat
she
that
is.
Marianne was wearing. Oh my god, if he's the father, oh my god. Judicial code failure to summon, hereby summon the answer to complaint to the following date and time. Code mandatory failure to appear, issue a warrant. Holy crap. That's pretty serious, man. Let's see. Received previous balance. Wow.
Where's your brother?
Holy crap. How do you get in that deep financial ruin? Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. Out of work fisherman. Hey, cuz, I left my boat about a month ago and left. I could tell you only work on
Yeah,
this
well,
test, but much
you figured wrong.
beer you can fit in it. I paid you in advance as a favor because I know you need it, but goddamn, I need my boat. Family's family. But get it done this weekend or I'm reporting it stolen and you know, oh, you're tired of Brown's ass. Whatever. So he was being paid for this and he just didn't do it. Okay.
This article about ocean acidification is really unnerving.
What's that?
Oh, there's an article in today's paper about how climate change is ruining the ocean.
Yeah. Fish have gotten puny. Spotting fewer and fewer whales. I don't know where we're headed, but we sure as hell are going there. How's the house coming along?
Honestly, physically painful. It'll be a miracle if I don't throw out my back.
Let your brother do the heavy lifting.
So he can throw his back out? Not better.
Yeah, and as we saw, Tyler's kind of weak. I mean, remember in the barn when he went in and then someone just pushed the door into his face and it took him like a good 45 seconds to get right back up? I mean, come on. I mean, I only weigh 125 and even if I've been hit by a door like that and I got right back up, so I don't know. He just seems, it seems like Allison's stronger
The
than he is.
introduction will be forever burned in my brain.
Yeah, your mother gave that to me. Really got me thinking about things.
Impressive collection.
You want some? Take them. I don't really navigate anymore.
Hey, an encyclopedia of astronomy. I have this one.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Real detailed.
I didn't know you were interested in astronomy.
Well, how are you supposed to navigate if you don't know your ass from Orion?
He does have a point there. Unless
That's
you
a
have
really
Google.
nice sextant.
Well, it sure is. It's a present from my old crew for my 30th birthday.
It's beautiful.
Well, it's mostly just for decoration these days, but I'm a big fan of doing things the old-fashioned way, you know?
Just take stuff. You can tell that this place is on peak condition.
Good. Now, let's see. She'll be just about... Pass me that wrench, will you?
I'm up there trying to get a 1 million gamer score.
Sam? Are you our father?
Figured you'd ask me that question someday.
Well,
I wish I was.
what the hell kind of answer is that?
I'm sorry, Ellie. But the man you're looking for, he ain't me.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll just take your word for it then.
Hey, you got no right coming in here getting angry at me for something I got nothing to do with.
He's got a point there. I'm gonna go with but you were close, but again, we've already established that the Book of Goblins is based on true events. They just, you know, made it for, they tried to use it to rationalize everything. He's the bear, and yeah, he was close to her and he wanted to be with her, but Marianne did not like him that way. But he would still be around. He's like the ultimate simp, but a simp that you actually feel sorry for because he does want to be a father. He did care for Marianne a lot, and he showed that, but she simply did not feel that way about him. Heck, the guy was there after she died and tried to be a good dad to Allison and Tyler, even coming back, even though he threatened Tyler with a gun. Either way, let's continue forward.
But you two were so close. I know you meant something to her.
You honestly think I would have let you two grow up without a father? I may be a deadbeat, but I'm no coward.
But you must know something.
I truly don't. Your mama, she never... Look, we were just friends. I mean, take a look at old Sam. No woman like Marianne would ever think twice about a guy like me.
I'm so sick of this. I'm so tired of trying to unravel all of Marianne's fucking secrets. I don't understand her. I want to hate her so much. But I don't even know who she was.
Come with me. I want to show you something. Come in. Come in.
Oh. When was the last time you cracked a window?
1 second. I gotta go through all your stuff.
Looking sharp, First Mate Kansky.
What's that now?
Where all did you travel to?
Mostly worked the Southeast Asia route. Vietnam, Cambodia, around those parts.
Wow. I had no idea you were so worldly.
Well, I worked on a cargo, so I didn't get much shore leave. But, you know, there's really nowhere my legs feel as steady as on the deck of a ship, steering her toward a deep blue horizon.
What do you do on board?
Oh, I worked the deck. Started out doing maintenance, collecting the garbage, cleaning the hull. Ranked up to navigation after a while.
Right. Hence the sextant.
Oh, wow. Cold air doesn't cover up the smell. But,
much better.
You know, you do need fresh air once in a while.
Hey, come have a look.
1 second, I gotta snoop through all your stuff.
If it gets the house sold, it gets the house sold.
$200,000 for that piece of crap? Holy crap! No, seriously, that's a piece of junk. Oh, look at this description. This charming all-world custom-built home is tucked away in the woods. Basically, it's in the middle of nowhere, and if there's no way to get supplies via the bridges, you're basically stuck, unless you have a boat. South of Carinari Road, just outside the beautiful town Delos Krausen, open kitchen with spacious living room, overlooking a breathtaking lake view with balcony. This idyllic 1.3 lot boats lovely additions such as a barn in the garage. Scratch the barn, it was on fire, so you don't have that anymore. Or the garage anymore because it was also on fire. A large deck and a boathouse surrounded trees make lots for privacy, easy to access. Delos Creek. Like, okay. That is just so. That's like just like that's just like real estate. Hero boat captain saves members. So he saved his captain, his friends. Dad talked to Mom and she said you were having some trouble. It's not much, but hopefully it's enough to put some food in the fridge. Call me Richard. Also, he does have a family and everyone. In case I remember, they got divorced because he fell in love with someone else, I think. It was with Marianne, but then again, it was also that guy who is their father, who is, I assume, still with the
Why is there a
kids.
burnt up pan in your garbage?
It's a lot, very confusing.
Oh, yeah, that. Might have fallen asleep cooking dinner.
Glad you're still with us.
So, what I was saying is that it was hinted in the Goblin novels that Sam was married, but he left to be with the princess, and she just didn't love him. So it might be two people with the same type of story.
What's all this?
Here, I kept a few things.
I guess this was his past family?
And Mother made that. Oh, she was a real artist, that one.
Oh, no.
Kind of like you.
What about your actual kids, man?
I remember this. We got this on our trip to Juneau.
Uh-huh. She saved up for a whole year to make that happen.
Dear Sam, I'm riding from the little hotel you recommended in downtown Juneau, and you were right, the kids loved the whole whale mural. Our other favorite was the Raven mural at City Hall. Today we took the tramway to the top of Mount Roberts. Kids wanted to hike the trail, but we only made it to the totems. Tomorrow we are going to hike to Nugget Falls to see if the glacier still looks like what's on the other side. Here's hope. Hope you're hauling them in by the barrel load, Sam. And, This just makes it so more depressing. I mean, yeah, Sam is a depressing person. And that's an asshole who put a lawnmower into his car. Dear Sam, most bears only live to 20, 25. So he is the bear in the story, okay. Congratulations on making it to 29. I certainly wouldn't have survived long out here without you, so thanks again for everything you do. Lauren is a very lucky woman. I know you think you're the best part of your past has been erased, but as long as you don't forget, the Alcatin Rose will always be seaworthy. It might just look smaller in memory. I hope you get some time on the water with Richie this weekend and catch everything you deserve, including some new memories. Happy birthday, my cherished friend, Marianne. That must have cut the worst when she wrote my cherished friend. As someone who did have a crush on a certain person in high school who only saw me as a friend.
Swords
and
and
then later on
schemes.
tried to date me.
I
after,
took her to see that
you know,
for her birthday.
Let's just leave it at that.
She hated
Kinda
every
hurt.
second of it. Whole drive back, she talked about how it butchered the books.
I'm certain we've
Look at these ones.
most of us have been in a situation like Sam where we like someone who just didn't like us the same way. And you just have to let them go and move on with your life. You gotta see yourself as more. Like you'll find someone who does like you for who you are. Not someone who sees you as just a last resort, as that person I had a crush in high school saw
She
me as.
looks happy.
She was.
When was this? Why are you wearing a square hat?
Oh, yeah, that was when I finally got my captain's license. Mary Ann's the one who pushed me to get it. Made me wear that stupid hat when I went to take the oath.
So he's a very educated and trained man.
Huh. Yeah, Laura took this one. We'd been working on that barn for months. That roof was a son of a bitch to sheath. Rain just kept on leaking into the loft.
Wait, the barn has a loft?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know?
Oh, she didn't tell us. Is that a trap door?
Yeah. She had me close the whole thing up. Told her it was gonna be real hard to get any hay up there, but she said she didn't mind.
Do you know what's up there?
I could tell she didn't want to talk about it, so I respected that.
Well, we're gonna have to empty it out for the sale, so I guess we'll know soon enough.
Allie, you really gonna go through with this? It's like I told you, that house meant everything to your mama. It's all we got left.
It's all you got left.
You can't just throw it away.
I gotta be the harsh one. You have to let Marianne go, man.
Look at yourself. That's enough. How long are you gonna keep feeling sorry for yourself? Are you really just gonna drag Marianne behind you for the rest of your life?
Give it back.
No! I'm sick of watching you play town drunk. For Christ's sake, get it together!
You came here looking for my help, and now you're gonna stand there and judge me? Things were just fine until you two came along, digging up things that should have stayed buried.
Fine? Look around you. You're living with ghosts.
Get out.
You're pathetic.
Get out!
He knows she's right. He just doesn't want to admit it. It's a hard reality, Sam. Strange how we haven't been playing as Tyler since now. We have no idea what he's doing. Another rare achievement. But Sam does have another family. Okay, so this is what he's been doing this entire time.
If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Hey, Tyler? I've been looking all over the place for you. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, let's get you off your feet, okay? Come on. Listen, if you want to be alone, I'll go. But if there's anything you need to get off your chest, I won't snitch.
You saw Allison? How is she?
Yeah. I went back to check on her this morning. She was in a pretty bad way. Whatever went on between you two, it wrecked her.
Look, I don't want to drag you into this.
Well, I'm already in it, and you look like hell, so...
Yeah, well, I got her to thank for that.
You know what I think you need right now?
It was kind
A
of equally
fishing
your
pole.
fault too.
As a wise man once said, fishing is the cure to the wounds of the heart.
Was that wise man you?
Hey, like I said, I gotta write my own legacy. So, you in?
I don't know.
Come on, we're burning daylight. Let's go.
Where are we gonna go?
Why go anywhere when we have a perfectly frozen lake right here?
Ice fishing in November?
Yeah. It got cold way fast this year. Climate change. That shit's gonna kill us. But hey, fish first. You can walk behind me if you're afraid, though.
You're actually serious?
I am a very serious man, Tyler. Let's go. We still have to get everything out of the car.
The car, he brought supplies? Well, he does think things through.
Stage is set. It's showtime. Whenever you're ready.
You sure you don't want to go?
Nah. Look, no way I'm gonna rob you of your first catch in your own backyard.
All right.
God, I hate fishing in video games. Even when it's not interactive, I just hate it. The only game that I kind of like fishing in, I guess, is Fortnite.
Got everything you need, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm so gonna miss this.
Miss what?
Just hanging out and fishing and... You know, I'm not gonna have a lot of time after we move to Juneau with school and the JC and everything.
Right.
So did any of the people you came up with at Fireweed land in Juneau?
Oh, I'm not sure. Once they left, I never really kept in touch.
Really?
Wow, that's a little ironic seeing that he kept boasting about how close they were. But let's find out.
Some of them were straight up awesome, but we just weren't that close, you know?
None of them really got, like, family?
I mean, I guess I got pretty tight with my counselor, Aaron, but I already have a family.
Well, there's a reason we think of families as trees. They keep on sprouting new branches and...
Oh, hey, I think I've got a bite.
You got this. Reel them in. Come on, pull up on the rod. Now give it a nice pull. Come on, pull up on the rod.
I got it.
Exciting.
Slippery little. Got it.
That poor
Bravo.
fish. He's gonna kill it.
First of many.
I'm just kidding.
Pace yourself. It's a
Eat or be
marathon,
eaten
not a
world.
sprint.
Thanks, Sensei.
I stand by
Oh,
my.
hey, did you want to
original
make
statement.
solid
I hate
plans to
fishing
hit the
in video
buzzard hole?
games.
The river might ice over soon, so we shouldn't wait too long.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I was planning to go Saturday. I'll pick you up on the way out.
Cool. I'll set my alarm to ass crack of dawn. Hey, so the other day you were talking about your chosen family. How did you find them?
Well, high school can be kind of rough when you gotta hide who you are every second of the day.
So
I got
high school.
to a pretty dark place.
I can relate to that.
One morning, my uncle woke me up and told me to get into his car. I figured we're going fishing or something, but then we ended up outside the Juneau Coalition for Equality.
Your uncle brought you to the JCE.
Yeah. He didn't know how to help, so he found someone who did.
That sounds amazing.
You know, even if you don't move to Juneau, my offer still stands. The JCE holds a monthly meeting. You meet a lot of good people there.
I'm not sure where I'm going, but yeah, if I'm around for the next one, I'll give you a call.
No pressure. Just letting you know the door's open.
You got anything good in there?
Maybe, but who says I'm willing to share?
You always want to
Okay,
share.
fine, be that way. Alright, here we go.
Alright, more excellent high caliber fishing mini games.
Come here. Okay. Okay. How about them apples?
Oh, nice job. So, you weren't all talk.
Impressed?
I only see 2 fish in my cooler.
For now.
You need more than 2?
So, about last night. I don't know what Allison said, but from my side, well, I thought we were on the same page. But it turns out we weren't.
She constantly...
Hey.
Okay, she constantly told you that this was annoying her and making her feel uncomfortable. She was really open about how this was annoying her. So either you just turned a blind eye to everything she was saying, or you just straight up ignored it. Granted, now she's on board with everything because she does have to know what happened, but either way, she was pretty vocal about being very upset with everything that was happening.
So, don't tell her I told you, but last week your sister was almost unbearable. She was jumping up and down with excitement at you coming back.
Really?
You better believe it. Look, the last time you saw each other, you were kids. Just because things have changed doesn't mean you can't work it out.
Yeah, you did push her too hard.
I know. It's probably my fault.
Finally.
I really pushed her last night. I just don't get why she always has to run away from everything.
You blame her?
Avoiding the problem doesn't make it go away. She's so fixated on selling the house. It's like she's trying to bury the past.
She
All
killed
of
her mother, feels guilty
even the
about
good
it.
parts.
My God.
Look,
why would she want to
I'm
bury
not
the
picking
past?
sides here. Okay, but she's been murder house girl ever since it happened. Now she's got a chance to put it behind her and start fresh. Shit, I'd be pretty eager too.
I guess I didn't really think about that. I've been so focused on my own shit. It's been hard, you know? Figuring out how to live out here.
You mean outside of Fireweed?
Yeah. When I first got there, all I could think about was getting out. It felt like a cage. But after a while, it started to feel more like a shell. I figured out who I was in there. But now I've got to work out how to be that person out here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, none of us really know what we're doing. Like, shit may look bleak now, but your sister's never gonna give up on you. And you can lean on me too if you want. Just be careful, okay?
Just putting it out there.
Got a bad left shoulder.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for listening.
Don't mention it.
Now you have to go out with me.
You have this whole fancy bag just for ice fishing?
You don't mix and match. Ever.
Jeez, you don't mess around, do you?
Told you earlier. I'm a very serious man.
With a deep crush on you.
Don't you say anything. I got this.
Michael's like, you will be mine, Tyler. I will cook you extravagant meals and listen to all your problems. You will be mine.
Easy. Oh. Whoa. Bam. 3 out of 3.
Well played. I got
played,
nothing. That
all
was
skill.
clean.
Even got an achievement. Look up at
I'm
the
a
achievement,
little
Michael. I am
Can
the
I ask
ultimate
you something
fisherman.
kind of weird and maybe hard to answer?
Weird and kind of hard to answer my jam. What's up?
How'd you know you were ready to trust anyone enough to put yourself out there?
Okay. Yeah, that is a hard question.
Told you.
There's not really two ways about it. You gotta be willing to take a hit. Look, I stopped listening to the entire indie folk genre just because I was dumped at a show once. But I put myself back out there just like everyone who's ever gotten their heart stomped on. Because when you meet someone who really sees you, you don't have to pretend anymore.
Wow. That's really good advice.
Hard to argue with that. And you're still interested in being that someone? Even after all the shit that's happened?
Hey, I've got baggage too. I think it's worth a chance. Don't you?
I think we're in total agreement here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I get this feeling like I could say or do anything with you and it'd be cool. I feel safe.
You are.
Now kiss.
Because your sister would kill me if I did you dirty.
Yeah, she would.
So, doesn't look like you're catching anything with that. You want me to show you how it's done?
I caught 3 fish.
Go
What
for
the
it.
hell, man? He still doubts my skills. Like I said, I don't even like fishing, and I caught 3 fish. Let's see
Hey.
how much you catch.
You're missing the show.
Make a move. Go for it, man.
You okay?
Nice. Just go for it, man. I mean, what do you gotta lose? Now you can't dump him, Michael, because Allison will kick your ass.
So, yeah.
Yes, one way to put it. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay, call me later?
You know I will.
Yeah, I just made out with your best friend. Hope that's cool.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. We should have never pushed you that hard.
Come here. God, why did I miss you so much? It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
You dum-dum. Okay, so I need to show you something.
What? You're kind of weirding me out.
Can we sit down for a sec?
So, what is it?
I was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
How do you know?
I asked him, point blank.
Yeah, he wouldn't commit arson.
I'm not surprised. Burning down the barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. There's something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft. He helped her build it. Apparently she never told anyone about it.
And it's still there?
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
We've come this far. And a hidden loft? That's got secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. There should be some epic music right here. Dun 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 dun.
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some real dark places.
I'll protect you.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair.
Yeah, my frozen tips will protect you. She doesn't realize the power of frozen tips.
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate.
Why can't I grab the
My
ladder?
brain was going to some real dark places.
Okay, so it just repeats the same thing over and
It's
over.
probably just storage. We're gonna find like 13 years of National Geographic or something.
So why would she keep it a secret then?
It's really exotic, Natural Geographic.
I thought I saw something red over here, but guess my mind's just playing tricks on me.
Alright, so, panel.
The handle should be behind this.
I had to turn on my AC. I was dying in here. The fact that it's fall right now and it feels like it is literally the height of summer is just telling. Anyone who has a PC and a modern day console already knows what I'm talking about. Like your room starts to turn into
The secret keeper
literally the
always did
surface of the
store all
sun.
the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep.
And the fact my
Come on,
room is in the
let's find a
part
way
of
to
my
climb up
house
there.
where I can't breathe unless there's constant airflow. Yeah, not the best thing. Alright, Tyler, time to use your frosted tips to defeat those evil bats. Oh, so this is the preview from from episode 2 about episode 3. I honestly thought this was going to be the this wasn't going to be in their house, but
Can you see anything?
Nope. Nada.
I'm surprised those stickers or paint, whatever they used in that room, is still it still has luminescent properties. I may be wrong about that, but wouldn't that like fade over time? Unless it's one of those dangerous types of paints.
Here, found a switch.
Oh look, it's that thing, the hunter. Tyler, if you get scared of that, I'm gonna lose all respect for you. I lost
shit.
respect for you.
Well, that shaved a few years off my life.
Seriously? Dude, have you ever seen the movie Catwoman? That is terrifying. Or better yet, play The Last of Us Part 2 after playing Part 1. That'll make you scared about the future of one of your favorite game companies. At least, it's for me. There was this actually YouTube channel called A Closer Look that did an incredible revision of The Last of Us Part 2 that I was just like,
She left
why
us
didn't they
something.
make him the lead writer? Another puzzle.
It's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Of course she did.
Knowing Marianne, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's start here.
What do you mean properly? She did that with her freaking door to her bedroom. Like seriously, this woman is psychotic with the combination locks. I will say that this looks beautiful though. Like whoever painted all this, if she did this, she could have literally been a painter. She would have made buckets of money from this stuff. I mean, look at this. It's amazing. And the fact that electricity is still working is even more astounding.
That's the Pious Pelican spot.
Oh, so this is where all the
Crafty
collectibles come in.
goblins go here.
And I missed a bunch of
Moonhag's
collectibles in
gotta
this
be
chapter,
present in her
probably.
lake.
If this is where you're supposed to
Very
set
old
them
beaver
all
definitely
down,
goes in her den.
then I definitely missed them when I was playing through this game.
Mad Hunter, always on the princess's trail. The wise princess goes in the big wooden house, of course.
At least they don't make you figure out all of that. That would have been like, I would have probably hurled my Xbox out the window at that point. I'd have been like, fuck this.
There you go, stalwart moose. Back in your pond, big frog.
They already told me that I'm missing 2 of them.
Here, the secret keeper, hiding secrets in the clouds. We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back. The Ice King goes in the forest, obviously.
You know, it's a little strange seeing that we found all these tiny little figurines all across, like, town and everywhere. And they're supposed to be put here. So wouldn't they lock it in, like, a box or something in their home?
Why are these pictures from the Book of Goblins here?
I don't know.
Okay, these kids are stupid. They're not kids, they're adults, they're stupid. Like, they wrote the Book of Goblins. Them and Marianne. Why are there pictures here? Because she... don't have a brain aneurysm, don't.
It looks like that little piece should move, but it's stuck.
Maybe these need to be done in order. The Mad Hunter seems to be first.
Nothing's happening.
Recognize this?
Yeah, it's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
It moves. Oh. Some of these parts are buttons. The Mad Hunter still has 2 hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before most of the stories, or after.
Yeah, at some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Marianne.
Huh. Is there an extra star here? Or am I just imagining that? It's just a random star. No special meaning. Maybe that branch looks a little bit different? I don't know. Does his smile look different to you? Well, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, spot the differences. Or not.
I mean, the other hand is glowing.
Really grasping at straws.
Okay, I'm not really sure.
She had that flower? Is that like a innocence lost kind of thing? Huh. No goblins.
Yeah. In the original, the goblins managed to save the princess from the Mad Hunter.
So we saved Marianne from something, but not in this version?
So, whatever's not in the
Why
picture...
do you think she added that castle in
Do
the
I
background?
select that?
See the color of the flag? It could be the Gold Lady's castle. And it looks like the princess is running away from it.
So Marianne ran away from home, and she grew up kinda rich? The princess is running away from the Mad Hunter.
Who was sent by the Gold Lady, according to the story.
Do you think the Gold Lady could have been Marianne's mom? I mean, she always used to say she moved to the end of the world to get away from her family.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. She ran away. Just like the princess is here.
This is an extremely elaborate construction. So I'm confused about, do I select the stuff that's not in the picture or what?
It's just a random star. No special, even if the branch is a little different. I don't really think that means anything.
I still don't get what I'm supposed to do. Like, am I clicking the stuff? Are the glowing parts not different, or the glowing parts different?
Maybe not. But the title is different.
Okay, so whatever is different, I push
It's
down.
not the same title, so I guess that counts as a difference. Never mind. That's nothing. I'm really grasping at straws here.
Cool, I did it.
That's it. Whoa.
What's in there?
Pictures, letters. Have you ever seen? I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Mary Ann.
And a good one, too.
God. Oh, poor thing.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
Because she loved it?
Did you know she studied engineering?
No. But it looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit. Like, it's not you or me, but the truth, it's all been about too much to deal with. I realized I'm not ready. Maybe if we could dealt with all of this on our own, while your mom constantly pulling pressure on us, things could have been different, but the damage is done and you're probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person and you made me a better mom. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone, Brent. Okay.
Could this guy have been any more cryptic? You think the guy with her is Brent from the letter?
I would guess so.
Compared to their entire house,
Tyler,
this is very elaborate.
See that little light? I think we need to solve this one next.
Holy crap, like, did she just spend all her money on this?
I want to take a crack at this one before we try to figure out any other. There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Mary Ann's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real?
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun?
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
It has to be money.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
What's the gold lady doing?
Whispering something into someone's ear behind the princess's back?
Nope. Is the gold lady setting the animals free?
Judge, you figured anything out yet?
It has to be the bird. Polly. I'm gonna go with I'm stumped. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
I'm totally stumped.
I mean, the bird is Polly. Let's see what the third one.
Any idea what this section with the gold lady pulling her arm means?
If she's forcing her into a direction, maybe it has to do with her college major?
Okay, engineering.
There was a declaration form, right?
Got it.
Is that it?
It's opening.
L.
What's in there this time?
That's their home.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
And she was making serious money. Holy crap.
Her father.
I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I am writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day, friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Addie brought in a beautiful photo album full of holiday pictures in La Cansa. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and only can hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are and that you and your child are both safe. They said only one child. He's just said, I don't think the parents know that she had twins. Okay. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain had been shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like a cancer, consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperate little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock after dropping out of college and without a penny to your name. Wow, way to just blame your kid for all that. Great father, I guess. She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly. Marianne, a mother's duty doesn't end with her children to leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, hope you will begin to understand that good parent isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. Wow, great father, very nurturing. I won't trouble you again. You made your intentions clear. I thought you should know, Dad.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us? Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what would be fucked up?
Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Even though you're the one who's digging for all this information, but I get where Tyler's coming from. Like, the guy does sound like a bit of an asshole. Like I was saying, you know what would be fucked up? If Michael's that long-lost kid. Holy crap, that would be screwed up right now. But, I mean, he said he has a family, but what if they did this? He never knew he was adopted.
Salmonberry Park. Huh.
Don't be a stranger.
Is that
keep
some
looking
kind
on.
of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
Yeah.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on us?
That's right. The way that everyone made it seem like she turned her back on everyone and she was extremely cold and shrill. But according to this, everyone loved her. I mean, she used to be an incredibly successful, driven, and very profound person. Then something happened. She got pregnant and just ran away from everything. Then again, her parents looked like very stern, demanding people.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
One day, they took her tiara and ran away to the forest. That's a metaphor for something?
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
That's the Gold Lady's castle. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver. This is the princess's house. Some sort of clock?
Okay, so what she did, this is a timeline. All right.
That's the Gold Lady's castle.
Gold Lady's castle. It has to be the clock or the bush for next. Let's try.
Some sort of clock?
And then tiara.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry. This is the princess's house. This looks like a dinner. It seems like it's not doing anything. Maybe it's broken?
It's not broken,
What's that plant thing on top?
Some sort of clock? This is the princess's house. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver. Yes.
What's in there? Another letter?
The princess's loss. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
The princess lost. Once upon a time in an ancient deep forest, there lived a wise princess in the big wooden house. She made it through the woods, and that house had nothing but clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She almost lost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left patterns of red welts on her skin, but through it all she clutched the tiara from her chest, fearing any mishap could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot, a big wooden house, a pillar near the window where sun could catch on its surface to shine and wink. God, I don't like this type of stories like this. It's just that, why don't you just be direct instead of trying to put it in a story? I mean, judging by all these locks, she made it very cryptic to find all this stuff, and yeah, whatever, let's just read on. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marvelous at its beauty, running through her thumbs while it curves. Every morning she would wake and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure that its stone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she would pluck it up, place it upon her head, and walk through the woods feeling somehow more complete. Because what, after all, was a princess without a crown. Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way, she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there. She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was the safest on the pillow while she slept. One night the princess woke from the raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling through the windows of the plains. Fearing a gust might burst open a window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it from its pillow and brought it to the bed with her. Although that night she held the tiara so close, in the morning she woke, she could find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day, the same as any other. Though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. In the morning she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room the tiara lay upon the ground, broken and dull, faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she had left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign that anything could have gone amiss, only the broken tiara mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms with a gutturally cry, and though she tried to fix and polish it, it was gone, beyond the repair, and with no shine left. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the night, sitting in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside and gazed fixed on a sapling. She remembered how the sapling had survived through the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara underneath the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for her in this world, where she no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. Once upon a time in oh, okay, it just keeps going. It's just...
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God. It makes sense now.
Yeah. She got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
Puts a nail on my theory.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helps her move on. But when it looked like we were gonna be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. We still haven't seen what's in that chest.
The chest. I mean, we already know the code right now. It's Leo. At least that's what it says.
So how do we open it?
Alright, should be easy enough.
I mean, seriously, these people are not smart. See?
Yes.
It's literally written on the freaking door panel. At that point, they should just give it to you. Seriously, who the hell built this? If Mary Ann built... Well, she was an engineer, never mind.
Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
No, it didn't. The windows just closed magically. Mary Ann was smart, intelligent, and articulate. Her kids, not so much.
Ollie, she noticed.
Dear Allison and Ollie, we write stories to understand and
I was
be
her
understood. But what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, my goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Because that's where the kid is buried, her firstborn. She just said that she buried it underneath a sapling.
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This kind of explains
Come
a
on.
lot about this,
Let's go to the
those
dock.
locks and everything.
It's time to finish this.
The crafty goblin's loot.
That's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. Then you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
What did they steal? And the house was built. The princess was so naive. She knew the food would provide to her, but the generosity has lost respect. Spoons, plates, forks, knives, and blankets.
What if they took some spoons? Some flour for the cake, maybe? I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs. Did they steal candy?
No.
Wait. Didn't they take some of the princess's clothes? Maybe not. Some flour for the cake, maybe? Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit? Maybe not. Or not. Some flour for the cake, maybe? Wait. Actually, I'm not sure. Did they... Still candy? Maybe they took some of the princess's or not.
There we go, got it.
That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared. The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book?
A newly bloomed bluebell? Wait.
Yeah, he did give that.
A newly bloomed bluebell? Huh. Fresh caught salmon? A handful of ripe berries?
Well, I just did that.
Nice.
Wow, okay.
Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped on a rag a couple of times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hall off, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything, but I know probably I come on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You are strong and kind and know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all the things went into my head, but I want you to know I got the message and I'm going to get out of your hair now, and there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some saline in there. You might need it to take it to... Oh, wow, okay. This guy... Sam, come on. I think he just believed really, really hard that she might love him one day. I mean, we already established that, but
Very
come on.
old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to...
Alright, let's see. So the shingles off the roof. The walls even bent. The wooden door. The roof.
Fix it again? Huh, she fixed the roof shingles.
Where's the door?
She fixed the planks that were blown off the walls. She slapped the post with her... All right.
Honestly, I was guessing the last one.
That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Dear Marianne, you covered your ears every time I tried to have this conversation with you, so I thought you'd better have a chance doing this in this letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep it melancholy, rambling, short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for the past few months. I can't imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy's put on a brave front even since his father died, but I know it's pain. I want to be so much more at peace knowing he still has a family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you from the warmth and the peace you brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss from me, will you? She was really close to Marianne's, to Eddie's mother.
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
It's one of the final stories. Alright. Oh, there's something, correction here. So it's down there by the second corrections. Alright, so first is the moose, the old bear, and the princess.
You know, I don't really remember.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. They hugged the princess when she was crying. They broke open the beehive for the bear.
I'm smart, yay.
Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near O'Shea's Glacier, catering to Gansetsu Channel tourists as well as Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products, from home accessories, handmade souvenirs, to personalized appeal and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and crafts scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer would enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Venchi's store co-owner Tessa Venchi and up-and-coming artist Marianne Ronan. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing up to $20,000 to purchase inventory and help cover expenses in the first year of operation. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2 generate moderate profit. Working on executive summary as part of our business plan. What do you think, Tessa? I mean, she was a really good artist. Look at this. But yeah, everything just went to hell.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Well, I mean, I don't have 2 of the unlockables, so yeah.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too. What are we waiting for? I want to know who was here that night.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
Let's see who the father is. Final guesses? Any final guesses? Put them in the comments below.
Almost.
That beard? No!
Tom? Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. That's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will.
Okay, that was
Tom?
unexpected.
It's Allison. We need to talk. We know it was you.
Well, I feel dumb. Well, that's expected. I always feel stupid, but wow. Talk about left field. I mean, out of all the people to have an affair with, Tom? Really? Seriously. The balding, fat, guy. I mean, compared to Sam looks way better than Tom, but him? I just can't see why.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. I mean, I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially, but I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was going to blow up in my face. I had to do something.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's got to fix the mess he made. One way or another.
I mean... Alright, let's go with the third option.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. This'd kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything.
Why would she say anything?
Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
I'm gonna go with you prayed on her.
That was convenient for you, huh? You preyed on her because she was vulnerable. And you knew you could always blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
It was nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman. And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign. Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah, your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
I still can't believe she hooked up with this guy. Like, of all people.
Why do they do it? They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault.
Manhunter. I'm not gonna hurt you.
So Marianne told her that she wasn't gonna hurt Tyler.
No! No way! You're a fucking liar!
I saw what I saw.
Ugh! You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her!
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say? And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
Don't touch her.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please. Think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
And
leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
What do they gain by exposing this? Like, he's their father, but what happens? Like, everything that happened wasn't his... Well, yeah, some of it was his fault, but the fact that Tessa called social services, Eddie followed up on it and saw that everything that she said was true, and Allison killing their mother, like...
Allie, you okay?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem
You
like
didn't let that
they would
asshole
gain
get to you,
anything.
did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
I get to choose.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it, okay?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Eeny, meeny. Which one? Which one? Which one?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Going to kill you!
I'm gonna go with Tom's version. Should I? Which one's more drama filled? Let's go with.
I'm going to kill you!
Let's do this one.
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! No, don't do this. Mom, no. Allison. This isn't what...
Tom was lying. Marianne couldn't face being separated from her kids again, and the only way to make sure that never happened was for all of us to go together. I know it in my heart. I saved you. I saved us.
I know. You did the right thing.
I feel like I
Wanna
just
go
sided
back
with
inside?
Tyler.
Yeah.
So the truth is whatever you make it out to be.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Cheers, I guess.
I can't believe Tom thought we'd buy that story. And that I almost did.
Yeah, I still can't believe he and Marianne. What the hell did she see in him?
She was probably just really, really lonely after she lost Leo.
I could never get that lonely.
Listen, with everything that's been going on, it got me thinking about our voice. Like, that maybe we should stop using it.
What?
I just don't trust it, and I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay, I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us, us.
The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge.
Brothers and sisters?
To once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
Always.
And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
Well, now we know. Tom banged Mary Ann, and I still can't get that out of my head. His frosted tips are gone. How will he protect himself against bats?
One last look. I'm good to go. Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week, and after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome. How's Juneau?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Yes, I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch.
Oh, God, I thought there was clicking
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Can I skip it?
Yes, I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass. Karma is a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Allison mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
Run around in circles till I can interact. Oh, a good Life is Strange moment where you just sit down and listen to music or look at the scenery. Okay, just look at the scenery with no music.
Everything okay, Ty?
Actually, yeah. Everything really is. Goblins out. It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot. Sucks to suck, Thomas Anthony Fecky.
Mayor Leslie Scout declared victory on her bid for re-election over the controversial challenger Thomas with almost 68% of the vote. Scout's triumph was the wildest margin of victory of Delos County in history. Her rival, local business owner Vecchi, sparked much debate in the community over his gun control policy, but Scout's success been mainly attributed to his willingness to reach across party lines. Many in the community say Her re-election came as no surprise. According to sources close to city council, Skull invited Versace to join her male cabinet, but Versace refused. Versace declined to comment on the election results, except to say that my plans focus on family now and other business pursuits. Some in the community were baffled by his comments given the recent shuttering of Vecchi's business, the highly popular Tessa's Cafe, managed by his wife Tessa Vecchi. In a separate statement, Mrs. Vecchi announced that she was ending her thriving business to focus on personal and spiritual matters. She found out and she left him.
Huh. Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
I'm writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I'll soon be aboard a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. I apologize for not coming in person to say goodbye, but I was called to make this decision alone and to carry it out on my own will. I am sure you understand that sometimes we must follow without questioning the prompting of the Spirit. I will not be coming back to Delos Crossing for some time. Before I go, there is still something I must confess to both of you. Perhaps I will never have found the strength to confront my husband. I have never been able to forgive Marianne for her betrayal. I truly did love you both as my children, and I always tried to forgive your mother for her unapologetic lifestyle. But when I discovered that you were the fruits of her affair with my Thomas, I wanted her to suffer like I was suffering, and I brought down on your house the wrath I never dared allow to unfold on mine. I'm deeply ashamed of all those years, and I'm surprised how much better I feel with it out in the open. The greatest thing about the truth is the peace it brings to your life. I hope you can find in your hearts to forgive me. You taught me once how love would bring you further in life, something that Marianne had never been trying to show me all along. Take care of each other always in her steps, Tessa. I think that would have been radically different if I didn't forgive Tessa.
Seeing it empty is so weird, but at least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
Must be a relief to finally be done with that place, no doubt. The traffic's not too bad. Should be getting around 4. Traffic, don't die, warmth regard. Okay. I mean, I could leave my laptop. Where did he put it? Go back inside. I still don't believe that was a freaking raccoon. How could you mistake a human being for... you know what? I have to let that go. That's a hill that I don't want to be on. Dear Allison and Tyler, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to send this to. I hope it reaches you. Heard from Laura that you finally sold the house. I'm guessing you'll both be on your way. I'm staying in a little cabin in the river that the owner's letting me stay if I help fix his boat. It's been nice to start over, but my sponsor at AA says that it will be important I don't completely erase the past, something about being a part of my history. You two have been an important part of everything, and I hope you won't mind me writing this letter, even though words and sometimes get twisted up. You have been busy. You both have your busy lives, but I'd really great if we could meet sometimes. Step 9 of recovery is about making amends, so I hope that everything that happened with you guys might let old Sam apologize for all the hurt I did. I mean, the guy was really nice and helped them through a lot of things, but I get it. I could drive to Juneau, or you could even come to visit in Tanaki. Got a nice pull out, but you'll have to fight for the blanket. Haha, just kidding. There's two. One of them's kind of smelly though. Hope you got that again. Please look at yourself. It's good to see that Sam is finally getting the help he needs. Take all the photos.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon. For posterity. Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
Or maybe they might just turn it into an Airbnb. Good for Allison. Leave the house for good.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess. Hey, Aaron. It's Ty. Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going along with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweight, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief. About it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
And that's the finale of Tell Me Why. Grateful they completed Marianne's puzzle. Allison felt that standing by the twins' memory was the right thing. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voice. Eddie was relieved that Allison accepted responsibility, lost his temper, felt closer to Tyler. To anyone who knows the struggle in... Oh, okay, I mean, Marianne didn't commit suicide. She died. So that's the end of the game. Small notes on the game. It's kind of okay, but a lot of the stuff's just... I mean, they don't really explain how she just fell with Tom. Like, it doesn't really make sense. She was very lonely, so she just fell with him. I mean, I guess after the death of her child, Leo, she just went up and left. And, I mean, it does leave a lot of imagination to the user, but still, so many unanswered questions. And the last part of the story is really a little fickle because it leaves it up to the player to decide what is true and what is not, and then allow that to roll over. Ultimately, I would say this is one of Dontnod's weakest games because, again, it doesn't even answer the whole thing about how their voice even exists, but they never did that with the Life is Strange series, and that's always been an annoyance for me. And with this, I mean, Tyler and Allison had a good dynamic, but they just don't really click as well as, say, Max and Chloe did, or Daniel and Sam. It's just really, I would say this is a average narrative game. It's nothing that spectacular. It's really short and uneventful. Most of it's just them trying to figure out the secrets of their mother's past, where she kept a close lock and key behind. And once you find out, you just decide for yourself whether she was a monster or whether she was a loving parent. But I don't know. Ultimately, this is something that I'm really not... I mean, I probably wouldn't even have bought it or played it if it wasn't on Xbox Game Pass. Either way, I'll probably do a full review of this game when I can, but for now, average. Maybe a 5 out of 10. Nothing that spectacular about it. But anyway, till next time, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about Tell Me Why, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.